Hello students, in this video we will discuss data types which are used in the MS Access. So first of all, before understanding everything, we should know what is data types. We can understand the concept of data types by understanding that it is very necessary to tell the computer before giving some input or before storing the data that what types of the data we are going to give to the computer for storing, whether this may be numerical data, this may be number, this may be character or letters, and this may be mixed character or numbers and letters, or this should have alphanumeric, it should have also a special type of the characters, and what amount of the memory is required to store the data. These things are very necessary for the computer so that it can manage the data, it can allocate the proper memory for the storage of the data, and that is why these things are defined in the computer for the easy working of the computer, so that computer may manage, control the input data properly. That is why some special things have been declared to make the computer know that what types of the data is going to be input and what types of the characters or numbers will be written for this, and how much memory will be allocated for this. For this purpose, many data types, these things which has been predefined, are known as data types, right? So in the MS Access, 10 types of the data types are there. So what has been written here, that data type is a way for dictating access, that what type of data needs to be stored in each of field. Whenever you click on the data type column, it displays drop down list of data types are allowed in Access 2013. So here it means generally it is a way to tell the computer that which type of the data are going to be entered and how much memory will be allocated for this and how much memory is to be allocated for this, and that is why 10 categories has been made to tell the computer such type of the things, and these are known as data types, right? So data type is a way to dictating the access what type of data is going to be entered, right? So So here there are 10 types of the data types which are used in the MS Access, right? Here you can see what are these data types: short, long, number, date, time, currency, auto number, yes or no, object linking and embedding, OLE object, hyperlink, attachment, right? So here calculated, these are all are a special type of the data type which are used, right? So we will discuss one by one each and every data type, right? So let us discuss one by one what are these data types and what information about the data they provide to the computer for managing the data being input. So let us discuss each and everything. Here 10 types of the data types are there in MS Access. What are these? We will discuss one by one. Here first is short text. Short text. Here it allows only alphanumeric for the field of maximum 255 characters. You can insert both text as well as numbers into this field, but such numbers do not take part in mathematical calculation. Example of such numeric textual data are phone numbers and roll number, etc. Here in short text, here in this type of the text, it first of all it stores what? Alphanumeric. It means you can store it in it numbers and characters, right? Alphanumeric, you can input both the things, numbers and characters. And after that, here when we talk about the memory, it takes 255 characters, means it can store 255 characters, right? And these do not take part in calculation, right? For example, roll number, phone number, etc., right? So this is one type of the, this is short answer. After that, next one is long text, right? Here short text has less memory. It takes it stores only 255 characters, but when we need more memory, when we require, we need to input more data having more than 255 characters, then we require another type of the data type, and that is long text. And here we will read about the long text. Here it stores more than 255 characters. So let us see what has been written. Unlike short text, long text allows to insert very long text. This is data type used where the field text size can be beyond 255 characters. It means if you want to input a data which has more characters than that of 255, then we will use which data type? We will use long data type, right? Now next one is number. Here, as the name number itself tells that in this type of the data types only numbers can be stored, right? And it for the number 16 bytes are reserved, right? It means memory which is allocated for storing the numbers is 16 bytes, right? 1 byte is equal to 8 bit, right? So it allows only numeric data. For the field, you can specify size of this data type to 1, 2, 4, 8 or 16 byte, right? Clear? So these are long, short and numeric. After that number, after that we see the other data type. Here we have another date and time. This is also a data type. In this we can store the date and time, because if we want to input the date and time, we require different types of the memory locations and format, and the scenario of date and time input is different. That is why a data type has been declared or defined, which is used to store the date and time. Okay, this is very beneficial because it takes less time to tell the computer that what information is going to be input, right? So it allows storing date and time for this field. It allows calculation with this date. For example, your age with respect to today's date, it requires 8 bytes of memory space. It means what? Here when date and time is input, then this date and time can be used for the calculation, for calculating your age, for calculating the duration between two events or so many things, right? For example, in the banking, how old is bank account, or how many months, how many years has been passed for a deposited amount. So this type of the calculations can be performed by the using date and time data, right? Data type. So here this is date and time, in which date and time is stored. Now next is currency. As the name itself tells us, in this type of the data type, currency, it means monetary data is stored, like rupees, dollar, euro, etc. Now it means monetary data. Basically monetary data is stored here. Now next data type is auto number. Auto number is used for producing unique value for a new record. As we know that for inserting a data, a unique value is required so that we can recognize the data. In such type of the conditions, we require such type of the data or system which can generate unique number, and this problem is solved by declaring the auto number. So it is used to generate unique values, right? So here this is usually used to generate unique value when a new record is inserted. It takes 4 bytes of memory space, right? So this is another kind of the data type. Now next one is yes or no. There are some kind of the situations when we require to input yes or no, right? For example, if some question is right or not, then if we can answer some question in yes or no. Such type of the question, such type of the data can be input by using this yes or no type, right? And this is known as Boolean type. That is why it has been written that it is used to store Boolean data. Boolean means it should have two values, true or false, right? Boolean data is used to specify only true values states. For example, true, yes or no, right? Access uses 1 for all yes and 0 for no values. It requires just one byte for the information space. It means in Excel 1 is used for true, it means for yes, and 0 is used for false or no, right? And as we think about the memory space, which is located for this data type, is 1 byte, right? It means 8 bits. So this is yes no type or boolean type data type. Now next, OLE. Here now next is OLE, object linking and embedding. It means OLE object data type is the object which allows you to store some data, graph or another document like office and office based program, and it can store 2 GB of data. It means with some information or data, if you want to store some document, image, so OLE data type is used, and it has very great storing capacity of 2 GB, right? So this is very important, OLE data type. Clear? Now next is hyperlink. Hyperlink is that data type in which address of some another site or page is written, right? And when you want to know about that thing or go to that particular site, you can click on the hyperlink and you will be shifted to that page or that site or that location. So this is used to show the address of a particular website or page, right? Now next is attachment, right? And as the name itself says that by using this we can attach some documents or some images, some files, emails, etc., right? So this is used as the for attachments of some document, email, etc., right? So what has been written here, it allows images, spreadsheet, files, documents, charts and other types of these supported file to be attached to the record in your database. Like you attach files to the email, is even possible to view and edit attachment and files. It means this is very beneficial and very important data type by which you can attach the images, spreadsheet, files, documents, charts and another type of the supported file to be attached to the records in your database. And this can be done as we do in the emails. In the emails, when we want to send some document, we attach the file. Suppose if we want to send an email or a document or a Word document or a Excel sheet, then we attach it to the email, right, by the attachment. Likewise here the same process is followed and the document is attached to the particular data, right? And this is one of the most important data type. Another is calculated. Another data type is calculated. It allows you to perform calculation with the data in your tables field. With calculated data type allows a calculation involving other numerical fields in that row. It means this is used when we need the calculation from another fields. When we want to perform calculation taking the data from different types of the fields, then this is used by which some calculation can be performed and some results can be obtained. So these are the 10 data types which are available in the MS Access, right? So this is all about this video.